Congressman Goldman. As you all know, we have been fighting for some time. We have been coming here to 26 Federal Plaza for some time, trying to get access to the 10th floor. As we have seen film footage of what goes on there, and we were denied access to that floor and the 5th floor, which is a processing floor. We had to go to court to establish what we already knew the Constitution granted us, which is unimpeded access to this site. So today we came after we got a court ruling, a stay, that says basically that we are allowed to go there without any previous notice. What we saw there was basically a facility that should be a processing facility for maybe hours. What I was told was that people are held there for as long as 72 hours. That's 3 days. It has no showers. It has 2 toilets, bigger holding cell. There is a particular smaller cell where there was a woman there, one woman. The rest were all males. So we are concerned that people are being processed and they're being held for as long as 72 hours without a shower, with only 2 toilets. And so this is concerning. By the way, there are no beds. They give them mats, right? And they have to sleep either on the floor or on the sitting area of the cell where they place the mats. So this is concerning because this is an administrative building. It is not a holding facility per se in the traditional sense of that. So this building doesn't have, nor should it have, the capacity to hold people there. Now we are concerned that they are arresting working class families, people that are not criminals. We've gone also to the courtroom where we've seen an 80% drop in the number of people that go to their court dates. So in essence, the administration is accomplishing what they wanted, which is to have the immigrant community go underground. And when they go underground, they miss their court appointments. And when they go underground, they're more susceptible to be arrested and deported. And so we are concerned that this is happening. They're arresting working class people that have, for the most part, don't have a criminal record. And we heard from them very early on that they were going to get the worst of the worst. Well, guess what? They're arresting moms and dads that are just trying to make ends meet and feed their families. Estamos aquí porque la Corte falló a favor de nosotros, nos dio el derecho para visitar los centros de detención. Por semanas y meses ya, tanto el congresista Gómez como yo y la congresista Velázquez hemos tratado de accesar al piso número 10 del 26 de Federal Plaza, donde detienen personas regularmente, algunas de las cuales se quedan ahí más de 72 horas, sin una ducha, con 2 toilets, sin camas, o sea, un centro de detención que no es apropiado para ningún ser humano. Y regularmente las personas que entran ahí son personas trabajadoras que no tienen ningún récord criminal. De manera que la administración está logrando lo que querían lograr, que es que la comunidad inmigrante se esconda y esté abajo del radar y que no vaya a los tribunales de migración y que sean vulnerables para ser arrestados y eventualmente deportados. Para nosotros es una grave situación, pero ya tenemos el derecho de un tribunal establecido, algo que ya lo contemplaba la ley, pero ahora lo ha rectificado un tribunal, de que tenemos acceso a un centro de detención sin ninguna notificación previa. Gracias.
First, I want to just acknowledge Father Fabian from the New Sanctuary Coalition, who has been at court every day, helping families, and he has been instrumental in supporting families of those who are detained, bringing them over here to our office, where we have set up a rapid response triage center to help those families adjust and to the new situation and take all legal recourse possible. I would add that because of the court order that was an injunction finding that the initial conditions of that 10th floor were unconstitutional and inhumane, there's now a maximum of 22 people that can be there. But prior to that injunction, we saw video of up to 70 or 80 people who were there for as long as 2 weeks. And let's be very clear, these are large holding cells that have toilets inside of them. There are no showers, there are no beds. These mats are like those little thin gymnastics mats that you would find in a kid's gymnastics class that are barely anything by the time they are pushed down. You're essentially sleeping on the hard floor with blankets, thin blankets. It is just an unconscionable dragnet targeting people who are lawfully trying to immigrate. Let's be very clear. Anyone who's going to court has an open case that they are seeking lawful residence here. You are not permitted to deport someone who has a legal pathway or a legal case. And yet we are seeing that all over the country, and we are seeing that happen through this detention center.